Hello everyone, this is chapter 3, Our Changing Earth, class 7, Geography, NCRT. The lithosphere is broken into a number of plates known as the lithospheric plates. You will be surprised to know that these plates move around very slowly, just a few millimeters each year. This is because of movement of the molten magma inside the earth. The molten magma inside the earth moves in a circular manner as shown in the activity. The movement of these plates cause changes on the surface of the earth. The earth movements are divided on the basis of the force which cause them. The forces which act in the interior of the earth are called as endogenic forces, and the forces that work on the surface of the earth are called as exogenic forces. Figure 3.2, sorry, 3.1. Look at the picture. Eva- Evaluation of landforms. Okay, earth movements, endogenic forces, sudden force, catastrophic forces, building monuments, फिर earthquake, volcano, landslide, sudden forces, exogenic forces, erosional and depositional, river, wind, sea waves, glaciers. Activity: take a small colored paper palette and put it in a beaker half filled with water. Place the beaker on a tripod stand and heat it. As the water warms up, we'll observe that the paper palette is moving upward along with the warm layer of water and then sink back along with the cooler layer of water. The molten magma inside the earth moves in a similar manner. Glossary: lithospheric plates. The Earth's crust consists of several large and some small rigid re- regularly shaped plates, slabs, which carry continents and the ocean floor. E- Endogenic forces sometimes produce sudden movements and at the other times produce slow movements. Sudden movements like earthquakes and volcanoes cause mass destructions over the surface of the earth. A volcano is a vent opening in the earth's crust through which molten material erupt suddenly. Figure 3.2. A volcano. Gases and ash, crater, vent, lava, magma chamber, crust, mantle. And word origin: endo inside, exo outside, plus genic origin, endogenic and exogenic. Okay. Similarly, when the lithospheric plate moves, the surface of the earth vibrates. The vibration can travel all around the earth. These vibrations are called earthquakes. Figure 3.3. The place in the crust where the movement starts is called the focus. The place on the surface above the focus is called the epicenter, where it is. Vibration travel outwards from the epicenter as waves. Greatest damage is usually closest to the epicenter, and the strength of the earthquake decreases away from the center. Do you know there are three types of the earthquake waves? P waves are longitudinal waves. S wave are transverse waves. L waves are surface waves. Try to find out the properties of these waves from an encyclopedia. Look at the picture. Origin of earthquake. Focus: this is where the earthquake occurs. It is the origin of the seismic energy. Plate boundary: epicenter. Seismic waves radiate out in all directions. Uh, Although earthquake cannot be predicted, the impact can certainly be minimized if we are prepared beforehand. Some common earthquake predictions methods adopted locally by people include studying animal behavior. Fish in the ponds get agitated, snakes come to the surface. Look at the picture 3.3a. Destructions caused by an earthquake in Gujarat. Earthquake, a case history. Earthquake, this hits Bhuj. Look at the picture. Okay, and there is activity. And do you know an earthquake is measured with a machine called a seismograph. The magnitude of the earthquake is measured on the Richter scale. An earthquake of 2.0 or less can be felt only a little. An earthquake over 5.0 can cause damage from things falling, and 6.0 or higher magnitude is considered very strong, and 7.0 is classified as a major earthquake. A seismograph, our environment. Okay, here is activity. Okay, earthquake preparedness. Where take shelter during an earthquake. Safe spot under a kitchen counter, table, or desk against an inside corner or wall. Stay away from fireplaces, areas around chimneys, windows that shatter, including mirror and pictures frames. Be prepared. Spread awareness amongst your friends and family members and face any disaster confidently. Major landforms. The landscape is being continuously worn away by two processes, weathering and erosion. Weathering is the breaking up of the rocks on the earth's surface. Erosion is the wearing away of the landscape by different agents like water, winds, and ice. The eroded material is carried away or transported by water, wind, etc., and eventually deposited. This process of erosion and depositions create different landforms on the surface of the earth. Do you know there are thousands of small waterfalls in the world? The highest waterfall is Anzal Falls of Venezuela in South America. The other waterfalls are Nigeria Falls located on the border between Canada and USA in North America, and Victoria Falls on the borders of Zambia in Africa. The Niagara Falls. Okay, work of a river. The returning water in the river erodes the landscape. When the river tumbles at steep angles over very hard rocks or down a steep valley side, it forms a waterfall. Figure 3.4. Hard rocks, softer rock undercut by the power of the waterfall. As the river enters the plain, it twists and turns, forming large bends known as meanders. Due to continuous erosion and depositions along the sides of the meander, the ends of the meander loop come closer and closer. In due course of time, the meander loop cut off from the river and from a cut off lake, also called on Oxbow Lake. At times, the river overflows its banks. This leads to the flooding of the neighboring areas. As it floods, it deposits layers of the fine soil and other material called sediments along its banks. This leads to the formation of a flat, fertile flood plain. The raised banks are called leaves. As the river approaches the sea, the speed of the flowing water decreases and the river begins to break up into a number of streams called distributaries. Look at the picture 3.5, features made by a river in a floodplain. Okay, floodplain, Oxbow Lake and Mender and leaves. Okay, and distributaries distributaries the river becomes so slow that it begins to deposit its load. Each distributary forms its own mouth. The collection of sediments from all the mouths forms a delta. Main river, distributary, a delta. Okay, 3.6 figure. Let's do find out the names of a few rivers of the world that form a delta. Walk of sea waves. The erosion and depositions of the sea waves gives rise to coastal landforms. Sea waves continuously strike at the rocks. Cracks develop over time. They become larger and wider. Thus, hollow like caves are formed on the rocks. They are called sea caves. As these cavities become bigger and bigger, only the roof of the caves remain, thus forming sea arcs. Further erosion breaks the roof and only walls are left. These wall-like features are called stakes. The steep rocky coast rising almost vertically above seawater is called sea cliff. The sea waves deposit sediments along the shores forming beaches. Features made by sea waves. Sea arc, sea cave, stake. Work of ice. Look at the picture 3.8, a glacier. Okay, work of ice. Glaciers are rivers of ice which to erode the landscape by uh, bulldozing soil and stones to expose the soil rock below. Glaciers carve out deep hollows there. As the ice melts, they get filled up with water and become beautiful lakes in the mountains. The material carried by the glaciers, such as rocks, big and small, sand and silt, gets deposited. These deposits from glacial moraines work of wind. Sand dunes. Have you ever visited a desert? Try to collect some pictures of sand dunes. An active agent of erosion and depositions in the desert is wind. In desert, you can see rocks in the shape of a mushroom, commonly called mushroom rocks. Winds erode the lower section of the rock more than the upper part. Therefore, such rocks have narrower base and wider top. When the wind blows, it lifts the transport sand from one place to another. When it stops blowing, the sand falls and gets deposited in low hill like structures. These are called sand dunes. Figure 3.9. When the grains of sand are very fine and light, that the wind can carry it over very long distance. When such sand is deposited in large areas, it is called loss. Large deposit of loss is found in China. Sand dunes. Exercise. Answer the following questions. Take the correct answer uh, and match the following. Give the reason. Activity. Look at this. Photograph. Name of the features. Type. Erosional and dispositional of both. Okay, and you have to write about it. And for fun, solve the crossword puzzles with the help of the given clause. Okay, here across, here downs. Okay, thank you.